Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. Welcome. Embrace with me. Enlighten me. Feel good with me, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god. I sometimes feel like you just need water. That's me right now. That's all that's in here. Water. Never mind. Maybe not. I could be lying to you guys. You don't know. You don't know. Welcome back. Welcome back. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing great. Feeling great. Living great. I'm just happy to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, Skyrim does it again. It does it again, man. Not only does it beat records, but it just keeps on giving. Even after so many years, Skyrim keeps on giving. Bro, this game couldn't be. This is why it's the best. You understand me? This is why it will always be the greatest game of all time. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. As you guys can see, a couple of these videos right here. Here's a little preview. I'm not sure about this one. That's why I got this one right here for backup. But we'll see. We should be fun. These should be fun. Let's see.
Boy, howdy, this is just diabolical. I don't even know how to preface this. I think it's time we just get into the meat and potatoes. There was an innocent man who spent 18 months in prison because of his Skyrim-themed username being misidentified as the suspect they were looking for in a case.
Let's read it. You know what we gotta do. It's not even. Let's even that out. Booyah. An innocent man spent 18 months in prison after police missed an underscore in his Skyrim username. Investigators mistakenly requested details for the username Fos Roda instead of Fos Roda. Oh shit. Right there. That's crazy. What a crazy, bro, who would have thought?
Because they missed an underscore in his username, thus they got the wrong guy, and there was never any evidence that linked this individual to the crime in which they were searching for the culprit. So the suspect not only got away with it, but this innocent man never ever had any evidence to connect him to the crime and still spent the entirety of an 18-month sentence in the fucking slammer just because of his Skyrim username being misspelled by the authorities.
How did that stick?
So it started in 2018 during a child luring investigation where...
Bro, first things first. 18 months? That's a year and some change, people. Right? That's a year and some change. That's a year and 6 months. That's 2 years. That's damn near 2 years. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Drink with me. Bro, that shit's crazy. Either his lawyer was dog shit or this proof must have been like that. You know what I'm saying? This other Fos Roda must have been doing some suspect shit. What's the... We'll go up to about here. We'll go up to about here because I know most people probably can't stand my fucking... me reading, you know what I'm saying? But this is how you improve. This is how you learn. Why do it on stream and not just do it on your off time? Why not? Why not? One missing underscore in a Skyrim themed username put an innocent Nova Skolta man in prison for 18 months. Oh, whoa, okay, already. A 2018 child luring investigation, which began in Madison, Wisconsin, and eventually extended to Halifax, Canada, was based on a false premise. Police were looking for a man using the kick messaging service under the name Fos Roda, 2 underscores after Fos. But they accidentally requested records for the username Fos Roda for the 1 underscore after Fos. Let's see. This one character difference led to them not. Wait, hold up. I'm tripping. This one character difference led them not to the Predator, but to a Canadian man named Brandon Calamy. Our readers may recognize Fos Roda as the unrelenting force dragon shout from the Elder Scrolls. It's so interesting when they reference shit like this, because it's just like, what? It's so weird to see that type of shit get referenced. You know what I'm saying? Despite finding no evidence of the crime on his digital device, Canadian police arrested Calamy in 2020 on child sex abuse charges. He was convicted after a trial in 2023 and sentenced in 2024 to 18 months in prison. He served them full term. Oh my god, bro, that's fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Bro, I'm suing you for everything y'all got. I'm suing for everything y'all got. What, bro? That's life ruining. That's right. That's life ruining shit. No matter what the case is, because people don't understand, right? When you get falsely accused or some shit, even like this, there's still always going to be that one chance that there's like maybe let's say out of 1,000 people, 5 of those people still believe that you are a pedophile and that you just got away because you're lucky. No matter what shit. He's lucky he didn't fucking die in prison. Especially with them type of charges. Bro, he would have been destroyed. Yo, he would have died in prison. I don't know if they kill all predators in prison every single time. But bro, so much could have happened. So much could have happened, bro. Oh man, that's awful. That's awful. That's fucking awful.
Police were looking for a man using the Kik messaging service under the name Fos Roda. Now, I haven't seen Kik messaging service referenced in who knows how long. That just devolved into the most heinous, evil shit imaginable. Just like humanity's worst began to populate Kik, and now I think they all moved to Telegram at this point. But like, even in 2018, I feel like it was on its way out and like circling the shitter there to the point where like the only people left were bots or just fucking irredeemable degenerates. But in this case, there was just an innocent man on there who just happened to have a Skyrim-themed username that was similar to the one that they were looking for. So they were looking for Fos Roda with 2 underscores after the Fos, but they accidentally requested records for the username Fos Roda with only 1 underscore after Fos. The one character difference led them not to the perpetrator, but to a Canadian man named Brandon Calamy. And naturally, you would think that the police would then investigate Brandon Calamy after this hiccup here and recognize, oh, we've got the wrong guy. Whoopsie-daisy. Because there was no evidence of the crime.
How the fuck did they accuse him? How did he still get in there? And did they say he went to jail or prison? Hold up. One second, guys. Good. Chill out. Okay. We're back. Sorry about that. Though I don't want to come in.
on his digital devices, yet still police arrested Clamy in 2020 on child sex abuse charges and was convicted after a trial in 2023, sentenced in 2024 to 18 months in prison and served the entire term. That's fucking crazy. Everyone involved in this case should lose their jobs. 100%. I think that is entirely fair. They are not fit to be in the positions that they're in.
Absolutely
they couldn't do the bare minimum of checking to make sure they got the username correct here, so they found no evidence and then thought to themselves like, did we get the wrong guy? That never crossed their head. They were just so convinced that it has to be that guy because of the username, and they never even bothered to go back and check. So an innocent man had his entire fucking life ruined, spent 18 months in the pen, and not only that, they got him on child sex abuse charges, which means no doubt like his friends and family probably disconnected from him and like abandoned him too because of such awful things there. That those charges are so serious. So his entire life just completely.
Bro, that's still, bro. Think about that. Bro, hold up. I fucking hate this location. There we go. That feels much better. Bro, that fucking sucks. Bro, think about that. Because as the family, you gotta be like, yo, there's just no fucking dude. It's so many cards at hand. By the way, I got my hair done. Why am I hiding it? Because I gotta maintain the shit. You know what I'm saying? Boy heads out in a few days, so gotta keep this bad boy in check. But bro, it's like, what the fuck, and it ruins your relationship with your family 100%, because you damn near gonna be like, yo, my family never trusted me. You know what I'm saying? Bro, grab this bag, bro. Elder Scrolls, give my man let him get a preview of Elder Scrolls 6. You know what I'm saying? Let him get a preview of Elder Scrolls 6. Give my man. You know what I'm saying? Do that same thing with y'all for that kid that was born exactly on 11/11/11 that y'all did for that couple. You know what I'm saying? Give my man every content creation item in the club for free. You know what I'm saying? Make a mod of him. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Banished to the Shadow Realm because the authorities couldn't do the bare minimum of checking to make sure they got the username right because they're fucking illiterate. And obviously Brandon maintained his innocence and continued to fight his conviction. In the process of preparing his appeal, the username mistake that led to all these years of disruption was finally discovered. So only at the end of all of it, after he had spent all this time in jail, did they finally recognize, oh boy, jeepers, Jiminy Christmas, would you believe it, Brandon? You're gonna laugh. Get a load of this. We spelt the username wrong. We weren't looking for you. No, we did 1 underscore, but we meant to do 2. So the Nova Scotia Court of Appeal overturned Clamy's conviction, writing, Mr. Clamy is factually innocent of the offenses. He should never have been charged, let alone convicted. No shit. No one throughout the entire pipeline here of the law enforcement thought to just double check the username that they requested records of to make sure that it was the right one. So they found no evidence ever of Brandon Clamy linking him to the crimes in which they were investigating.
It's crazy.
And they still convicted him, and he spent 18 fucking months in prison for this.
Time
and now they're just like, yeah, wow, that shouldn't have happened at all. Ain't that a bitch? Brandon, can you believe it? Get a load of this, dude. Our bad. Man, shame on us. Whoa, I can't believe us. I mean, we're so airheaded sometimes, Brandon, but we're sorry. It shouldn't have happened. That's crazy, man. That's actually crazy because the actual child luring suspect, the actual person that they wanted to get on child sex abuse charges, got to just get away with it and potentially prey on more victims over the course of the last 8 years. Meanwhile, they were over there patting each other on the ass cheeks going, we did it, we got the monster, we got the villain, he's in jail right now. Again, everyone involved in this case needs to lose their job. 100%. They are not fit for this position. In fact, they are dangerous to be in this position if they are this incompetent and this lazy to do even the most basic amount of checking, like making sure they got all their ducks in a row. If they are this terrible at it, that it led to an innocent man being in jail for 18 months while an actual monster gets to just roam free willy-nilly, they should not have this job. They are not fit for this position. They should all be fired. They should all be charged as well, I would say, because this is just...
The crazy thing is just like, bro, how? It's like, it traveled so far. Even when you think about like how far it traveled. Bro, I bet you he was like, bro, what the fuck did his lawyers didn't do it? Bro, like you said, everybody needs to get fired, bro. Every fucking individual needs to get fired. What the fuck? Yo, if I was the defense and I noticed that, I ain't saying shit. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the child abuser, he needs to go to he needs to fucking die, rot in hell. You know what I'm saying? Straight and rot straight in hell. You know what I'm saying? Smooth bullet to the brain, not in GTA. You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. That shit is wild. What the fuck?
Stupidity to a degree that it is detrimental to a civilized society. They are not conducive to the positions of power that they hold. They need to lose those jobs, bare minimum. Now, this article also even dives into the weeds of what the case was and how everything unfolded. So it was in 2018, from August through December, a 12-year...
Let's see. I'm going to just read it. Fuck it. The case began in 2018 from August through December. Of that year, a 12-year-old Wisconsin girl communicated with an adult male through the Kik messaging service. During a check of the girl's phone, her mother found an inappropriate photo of the male and called local police. Okay, already just fucking crazy. The Dane County Sheriff's Department responded. A deputy took the phone. The department ran a forensic search on the report and identified 125 Kik messages between the girl and an adult with the username Fos, 2 underscores, Roda. 2 underscores after Fos. They are nailing that shit in. Get it right this time, people. Get it right. We fucking failed. Get it right. Get it right. We can't fuck this part up. We fuck it up again. We're all crucified, even me. You know what I'm saying? To identify this person, the cops contracted. Hold up, my bad. To identify this person, the cops contacted Kik, but their subphone accidentally requested information about the Kik user Fos Roda _1 underscore after Fos. Kik provided Kelm's email address in response. What is that? Subphone accidentally? I don't know what that is. What is that?
Year-old Wisconsin girl communicated with an adult male through Kik messaging service.
Again, the man that she was contacting, rotten hell, bullet to the brain, not GTA. I'm telling you.
And during the check of the girl's phone, her mother found inappropriate photo of the male, called local police. The Dane County Sheriff's Department responded. Deputy took the phone. Department ran a forensic search on it and identified 125 Kik messages between the girl and an adult with the username Fus Roda, 2 underscores after Fus. And to identify the person, they contacted Kik, but their subpoena accidentally requested information about...
That doesn't say subpoena. That doesn't say that. Subpoena.
The Kik username Fus Roda with only 1 underscore, which then provided them with Claimy's email address in response. Google records showed the email address was used to access services from an IP in Canada, so they turned it over to the Halifax Regional Police. They took the IP that had been given to local internet provider Bell Alliant, and
that's how y'all know, bro. No matter what y'all do, y'all track. Y'all track. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. If they really need to get that shit, they'll get that shit. Trust me.
Connected the address to the physical address of Brandon Claimy. They obtained a search warrant for his residence, took phones and laptops, and when they searched these devices, they found no evidence relevant to the case. Nothing linking Claimy to the girl, no intimate images. Claimy did have a Kik account, but cops couldn't even show that he had accessed the service during the period in question. And again, this is 2018. Kik was still, like, basically dead then, too, and kind of just like a wasteland, a cesspool for just human filth that had been inhabiting it. Like, it wasn't really a super common messaging service, even in 2018. So, it's very...
Bro, look at these fucking charges he's got hit with, bro. These are life ruining. Luring a person under 14 years of age by means of telecommunication. Providing sexually explicit material to a child, Possession of child pornography. Oh my god, bro. These fucking charges. Bro, that is fuck. Bro, my heart, bro. It couldn't handle it. I'd shatter. Bro, blessing to the guy who, bro. This, if he was going through anything in his life, bro. If he was on that last leg, that last toe, that leg, whatever he was on, bro. If anything happened, bro would have ended it. It would have. This is devastating. This shit is devastating. Even then, on your job, on any job application, I'm pretty sure you still have to put that shit, right? I'm pretty sure it's like even if you haven't been proven innocent, what have you been, bro? It's over. You got
likely that
I need 12 briefcases full of straight cash, all hundreds. Clean bills. No, I don't give a fuck. Iron. I want them shit crisp, straight out the bank. No manufacturer errors. Every single 100 better be damn near perfect.
claim he just had that kick account from like over a decade ago and just didn't even really actively engage with the platform. But just because they misspelled it.
I'm curious too, right? One thing I'm curious about, I wonder if bro had any Skyrim mods on there. Any Skyrim mods, bro.
It didn't matter, and they couldn't even prove that he had accessed it during this time in general. And even still, even with all of that lack of evidence, not a single shred, not a morsel of evidence here, he was still arrested and hit with 3 charges: luring a person under 14 years of age by means of telecommunication, providing sexually explicit material to a child, and possession of child pornography. The case went to trial where Claimy was found guilty. He then went to prison for 18 months. No one involved, even on the defense side, appears to have noticed the username confusion. That's fucking terrifying, because that is like the number one thing that you would want to be entirely certain of that you got correct. So not the authorities, not even the defense side. Dude, check to, like, what the fuck? It is mind-boggling to me. That is baffling. Now, Claimy himself described the discovery about how the single mistake changed the course of his life, where they didn't notice the double underscore. Instead, they only requested the single. And even though this was available at the time of the trial, it was never brought to the attention of the trial judge or anything like that. It somehow just went unnoticed by all parties involved there. So after it was pointed out, the prosecutors took another look and agreed that the appeal should be allowed. Had the case been properly investigated, the court says now, evidence would have identified an individual whose first name is Jay, whose IP address appears to be in California. Given this, the Court of Appeal last week acquitted Claimy on all charges, and his sentence, including the ongoing probation, was vacated. I think it is painfully obvious, just blatantly clear, laid right before you here. This was not properly investigated. Not even close to a proper investigation.
This is awful
whatsoever.
This sounds like everything
garbage. This is complete trash. And I think Claimy should get a huge payday for this. I feel like he's entitled to a huge monetary compensation for the time he spent in jail. 18 months in jail, but not only that, his whole life being ruined as a result of this because, again, the charges that he got slapped with and the label that was put on him for it, for which he was innocent of, that is a life-ruining thing. And it's entirely their fault for misspelling and never checking. And somehow even the defense didn't see it. So very incompetent across the board here from the authorities that are supposed to be upholding justice and pursuing justice here. They all failed Claimy, and they failed the little girl here, the victim in the first place, because the perpetrator that was preying on her still got to go free. They never caught him. And as of this moment, as far...
Wait for my thing to catch up. Guys, am I low on iron? I gotta fix my shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Depending on how the stream, depending on how things go, bro. I gotta well, this shit is terrible.
As I can tell, still haven't caught him. So there could be tons of other victims out there at their hands. And it's the authorities that just decided that this is good enough. We won't bother to do any more digging. We probably got it right. No need to check the spelling on the subpoena. That's silly. Just crazy. This was just such a diabolical story. I feel fucking terrible for this guy, man. That is awful. Absolutely awful. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah.
Fucking incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, what did we learn from this? What did we learn from this? Don't have underscores in your username. Come up with a unique identifier every fucking time somebody took it. One of two ways. You take what's rightfully yours, or you find an even better one. I'm just frozen. I'm